It was in the wall, and I asked her, "Yeah, right." The guy in his house. But you know, somewhere in there. I would have one person.
No, man, this
I would like to be like, oh, I would like small. I would have been like, more than now. Girl, you do everything. Every time I do that, it's like, what everything? Girl, everything is my idea. Everything is all you need. I don't think you can talk like that. I don't know what request. Anything. You are the only piece, though. Another time you probably swallow them.
Straight right here. Where you sitting? Okay. What I gotta do is share this link with myself. Got
Yes. I don't like sweets. I don't like stuff too sweet. This is a very sweet movie. I know that voice. Another girl I know to love. I'm sure no branch. You know her. Every time she says I'm voice, she's like a shrimp voice, showing up sweet. But she only like a girl. She's like, I'm okay. I want it all. Like oh my God.
Oh. It's been cool. I mean, it's been dark. It's been light. I've been everywhere, bro. So I'm just trying to stay proactive for real. Yeah. I'm gonna get paid. It's always good to feel like this day. Like I think something for real. It's just like kids when they get bored. Fuck shit up. Yeah, it's the same concept when you become an adult. How you think, alright? It is especially with this I say.
Oh, my cousin took me.
You gonna get it? Yeah, definitely.
It was very informative, reflective, and it was engaging.
It's actually gonna write down lessons and make it more organized. But I don't really my time, bro. Like, oh, damn, I mean, go anywhere. So I think my question, right, for sure. And, I mean, it's just like we was talking the last time. We just rap. That's really all it is. It's not on me.
How do you do that?
Yeah, this came at my cousin about how oh, really? Okay. That's cool. Still trying to figure out the travel a little bit. But I knew I needed to get
wait, so
I headed on this board. I don't know how, but my mom.
Get another.
So I was telling y'all in the set too. And like my dad was on the phone too. He's like, and then he mentioned for it, like, oh my gosh. The wrist is fine. It's gonna be painful. Yeah. But I'll get it on my wrist. Okay. So it's like. Yeah. I knew that was going to be something. Okay. Yeah. So good. Only took like. Okay. Wait, your
Hey,
I'm gonna say I'm gonna reserve that shit. Cause it ends up happening sometimes. Like, I be chopping it up, you know, with my vocal before we, you know, episodes. And I end up asking all the questions for the episode. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about bullshit. So, yeah. For sure. So,
You not gonna use it?
Alright. So, alright. Yeah, this is how I work. I'm just making sure everything good. So I just wanted to take a little break off Twitter for real. Like I'm just trying to eliminate as many social media as possible and kind of just have one.
I wish I could do that. But and if I would, it would be Twitter.
Right, and that's why Twitter was the first to do it.
Yeah. Like I had to delete off my phone. That's toxic.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything that's community, do not bring it onto Twitter.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Anything that you love and hold and respect, Twitter.
Nah, for sure, man.
You can tear down and get laughing in the face about Twitter.
For sure. Little me.
That's what you know what I mean.
You talking about that? You. No, Twitter is the worst, man. Like. Twitter is like COVID, bro. It's like the best, worst thing you can happen to us. You feel me? Like, absolutely. And it's like, oh my God, they go this one. Saying what they think everybody want to hear because everybody is so prolific. You can kind of tell, like, the people that are politically inclined or liberal or even like activists. You can tell. You can just tell when motherfuckers are just this is just some bullshit you see everybody talking about, so you want to get into the party and shit. So.
Yo, I can't believe
The words. Man, I just wish I could be the type to just like jokes and shit. I know, like, they just won't let me do something like this. It's like,
yeah,
they ain't gonna pull me down that road.
That too, right. People really try to like pull you in the argument and shit that they want to have with anybody. They just we can
she used to call me and be like,
I'm waiting till the season is over. Like, but no, I'll do it. You know, like this. I see something to do this.
Right.
If you really want to know, talk about it offline or in the DMs, but not here. For sure. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not. Yeah. I have sisters. I mean, as a sister, I have younger brothers. I know what gaslighting is.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
I know this. Come on.
Yeah.
We ain't doing it out here. Not with me. I'm sorry.
Nah. You be ready, bro. Like, you be ready. You be ready for the bullshit. I just be like, they got him fucked up right here.
You feel like, but I'm still trying to like come from like a joking man because no one wants to see that shit inside. No one wants to see that side.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nah, that's dope, bro. I got because of the field I work in, it's a lot of African healthcare, nursing and stuff like that. So like one of the men I look up to is Foster Gamba, if I'm pronouncing that. He actually been in the States longer than me and he went to Moreland University straight from Africa.
My dad did tell us that.
Okay. That's dope. Yeah. He's one thing I would say, like, I mean, it's hard to Americanize Nigerian. It's like they refuse to be Americanized.
It depends on how you. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I feel like the best way to discover things like BmoreAlien and Malcolm X. You can't that was like, it's easy, but if you're born, right. Like if you're from like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man, still has his accent and everything. You know what I'm saying? But down to earth, you feel me? Gave me like a lot of advice and shit like that. And we even talk about like see, we about to do some other shit, man.
Yeah.
We about to do some other shit.
Okay, 12 minutes.
Yeah, 12 minutes, right?
I just keep tripping on Friday. and be hearing some of the stuff. But people remember. Sure, right? Yeah, really. I mean, same with our show.
Think I'm
Do
gonna,
you mind if I put the tea in the floor behind?
I wanna go live. Back up.
You might go. Are you dripping that very hot water? But it kills me. Man, it's cold. Hold on.
You went to buy this car, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Holy shit.
Okay.
Yo, this shit is action now. Shit to me, like, this is like a landmark.
So, Baltimore, like that little, with that little, section. Section. So I was on my scooter past by, I was like, that's what the caller has been talking about.
Yeah.
But no, I ain't talking about me. I always have a car.
Yo, this car is a Baltimore staple.
Yes.
Oh, how can I
Too
say it?
funny,
It
man.
was
The fact it's in gold. Wow.
Oh, God. Fuck. That's fucked up. I don't even know what he did.
Right, he probably ain't too much.
Hey,
He probably
that's
just like
true.
answering his phone or some shit.
That's true. Cause
I like
I got way too much. I know I will. I'm gonna look at my child. I gotta wait.
You gotta wait. Oh yeah, I know that too.
It's so great. It's like I just like you know what I mean. Like the motion get out of the nails like finally. Because like we ain't doing this with me. We ain't doing this with me.
Which your favorite place?
It's shot.
Yes. What? It's fine. She was like yesterday. No, it's fine though. Okay.
Do you still have that trap you had when I was here last time? Because I want to like just go live on Instagram and back up to you. Even though everything seemed like it's cool. We'll put Asia on the spot.
I
No, I knew this was coming. No, this
I had some reasons.
I mean, I can improvise and lean it up against something. Maybe I can lean it up against the laptop. Yeah.
You can't lean up against that statue on top of the piano.
Oh yeah, all right.
Where's the copies? You still have it or no?
I think it'll pick up. I'm just worried about like how I pick up.
Well, this is what I can offer you. Some tape and the bottom piece. So I don't know what you can fashion out of that.
Okay. No, I actually use tape for class. On my other car.
Well, my logo. Because I need to. I'm making a question and that's what I'm trying to get. Fill it out. I got my logo here. I do that.
Here's your bucket.
So, that's like, you remember that? It's 3:52. I'm gonna shut my whole right.
I know they make it jump. Pretty that nice.
Shine, I think you need to try the link.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Dope artist, yeah.
I remember I heard up in my number and listened to it because I heard him because him and Chris were doing.
You good to go? Alright, you can start it now. Just to make sure it worked right.
Yeah, it's working. I sent Kay a link, you know what I'm saying, and I went to the link from my phone so people will be able to check it out at least like 3 minutes before I go live. Yeah. It don't really be live.
Oh, put this on.
Okay. See, I wish I picked the wrong time to say the Twitter.
I'm never part of the and I'm
But you know what? What I could do is cross promote. You like go to the YouTube link in my name. Bada boom, bada bing.
I ain't got nothing on my radio. Oh. I ain't got anything on
Oh shit. This shit look this shit crispy.
Texas.
Click on the YouTube link in my bio. You know what I'm saying? We about to go live in like 6 minutes. With BmoreAlien. Yada the meme. It's about to be legendary. You know what type of vibe it is, nigga. And this is fun because this is the first time I'm going live. Like, you know, man, if I can count the amount of times niggas like, this off the record, this off the record. And I had to edit it out, you feel what I'm saying? But I never asked nothing, you feel me, that's like against your integrity.
I feel that, but I feel like also niggas just like, you know, like, just like, yeah, oh shit. How about this?
Look, you money. Yeah, I know how you give it up anyway, so it's gonna be that.
Yeah.
Naturally, you know what I'm saying? Because you be spitting, bro.
Hey.
So
I know how to sense myself even when I'm. So, it's gonna be fun. Can't wait.
Yes, sir. How do you the last name you have on Twitter? That's your real last name? Oh, I was like, that don't really look too.
No. That's Lil K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, K. You ever seen City of God? No, Lil Zay. His like Portuguese Spanish name was Zay, so you know. I've been going by K for like. Real name is Kanaka. Evo.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna try.
Yeah, it's all good. That's why I got mine. Watch me hit the central.
That's what Kayla. Like, dang, y'all know about Faith Lucy? Yeah. Coming to sing like SING? Yeah. She sang? Okay. Yeah, she sang. Oh yeah. Period.
Yeah.
No. Give us what you was feeling up one time. Yeah. So she has a family song. So her and her niece this is a family song. Oh, okay.
I can't do the horizontal shit. I mean the vertical shit. Niggas just gonna have to flip that phone.
3:56. You don't need to know the time no more. Huh? It's 3:56. You don't need to know the time no more. I mean, Ricky got it.
I do got it. You know. Stay on this bitch, bro, for a little bit.
This thing is called break. Oh, we gotta get back.
This shit about to
Break out this.
Niggas be having ADHD. Maybe on your live, then they just fuck out of there as soon as they get on. Like, damn, 30 seconds?
No,
I at least give people like a minute. Unless I know they just like, they don't got a lot of shit going on. They just on that bitch at a party. I'm like, I'm out of this.
I would like wait. Those niggas when people send me a link to watch. I think it'd be interesting. Like, why didn't you? No. I was doing something. What's going on?
I didn't want people to send me anything.
Like, listen. The fact that like it's really bold of people to assume, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't read about it. I haven't like only talked about it. Like, I got really interested.
Right.
If it's like something like rap related, that's different. I feel like that's the only thing that catches my attention now.
For sure.
Like, everything else is like.
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
Hell yeah, bro. Stay on here for a little while. Look, we about to start in like 3 minutes, man. Stay on here. You know what I mean? Stay on here for a little bit. Just a little bit. Give me 10 minutes on the Instagram live. Matter of fact, you can go to the YouTube link in my bio. You can do that either or. I give you options. You know what I mean? It might actually be better on the live, but check out the YouTube link in my bio too. We about to go live for real, for real. 2 minutes. Stay with me. Stay with me. You know what I mean? Stay with me. What it is, bro. What it is, Rome, my nigga. Yeah. Stay with me. Oh shit, Black Air Force behavior.
Hey, we here.
Yeah, what time is it? 3:58. 2 minutes. Let's see what it. Baby Badu, what's up, Jeru? I don't want to have the wrong greeting. I think Ikasum. I'm right. Okay. Ikasum is okay. Oh, they on this motherfucker campaign. They paying attention.
Hey, niggas pulling up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
We got 1 minute, so we go.
1 minute.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up K clock.
Wait, is it pulling up?
My
59.
59. But as soon as that 4 hit, you on. I'm very punctual around here.
Oh, it's 4 now.
It's 4 now?
Yes, sir.
All right, we on the set. We live. Like, nah. Welcome to episode, I believe it's episode 14 of Liquor with Friends, which is a very special episode because this is the first time that I'm going live and doing a live broadcasting of the podcast. Shout out to Zion, shout out to Breakout Fest for putting this together. If you have not tuned in to what Cheyenne has going on, she put out a project called Vacant, which is a very dope project. Check that out. She's been curating for years, you know what I'm saying? So for her to put together another festival on this phase of the pandemic, it's very dope that how far, technology has gone and what we've been able to do during this fucked up time of our life. But speaking of curators, I'm here with Kay, aka BmoreAlien. This man wears a lot of hats. You DJ, manage artists, and I mean, he's just an all around dope person. I follow this man on Twitter for a few months, but I've been familiar. I've been familiar with BmoreAlien. So I mean, I finally tapped in to see what he had going on, and he's been doing a lot of dope things. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Cheers, my nigga. First and foremost, man, I want people to be, get familiar. So if you can like share a moment of transparency and tell people who you are, because I might not have covered everything, like details over here. So
I'm K Kenyo, BmoreAlien. I'm 29 years old. I'm originally from North Florida, but I guess I'm best known for being someone known as Station O for about 4 years. In 2016, one of the last people who lived in this one space called the Bell Foundry, aka 39 off Calvert Street. Fortunately, now, shout out to Stephanie. Shout out to her. All right, in 2016. Like I have, I guess I am the curator of what is known as 808s and Sad Boys, along with Blues, my main guys, Go Steve, and I am also the leader of this movement known as Team World Order, which is primarily me and Chris Cassius, who is a few of you. I use music. I have an active band known as Mountain Free. I am Evo, so You know how that go.
Not gonna let you forget that shit.
Yeah, I can't let you forget that shit because you know it's temperament. Plays why my social battery sometimes like.
But one thing that I admire about you that you show up as yourself,
No choice.
everywhere you go, and that's what we need, especially in our culture, because we invented this shit. So us being the pioneers of art, period, it's very important to kind of have that temperament and have that spark. You know what I mean? Especially when I feel like the music scene is becoming more so gentrified and gentrified in good and bad ways.
Yeah.
But it's like once you see when you see the structure kind of like bending a little bit, that's kind of like when you need to stand and be like, all right, fuck this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Almost everything I do. Like, I mean, yeah, but like, luckily, like, I was, even like with my Nigerian parents, like, my dad, he was an MC, but not like into like rap sense. He would like host these parties. Like, when I was a kid, I don't know if he still does it. But he I don't know if he's going away with Hamilton. Specifically, he would like always like host these, like parties, he makes. Like I would always be like, just being the stuff. And then all of this like things like introduce like bands, families. I was always so, when like things are being done from the heart.
Or you can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell because I mean you can feel it. Like one thing about music and one thing about art is you can if your heart is in the right place, you can always sense the fabrication in it. And you can always sense when it's being done organically. And one thing I noticed about you is like everything you do, it seems like you have like a chip on your shoulder. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you come off as you speak for people who may not usually speak for themselves. So you kind of, I guess, ushered that leadership mindset of like just to make sure the people that you have around you are well taken care of, like period. And that's one thing that like I noticed about you in this short period of time of following you, like even from like the stories you tweet about and even what you post about on your Instagram, like you're very, very honest in what you do and what you say. So that's one of those things that like really I grew like so much more respect for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's talk about that. Like your first start into the Baltimore music scene. Like what was that like and who were the guys that you were introduced to, you know what I mean?
The main person about me scene was Abdul Ali.
Okay.
He used to, I don't know if you remember his Kalan series.
Oh.
Well, like started in 2014. I started like they would every other month would host this show at the Crown. And we used to start in the blues west side, but eventually took both sides of it. It was called Kalani. Yo would
I remember now.
yeah, I remember. This was a show where they would try to like have as many like cultural like people from like not only from Baltimore but like in like both sides of the room, like saw a lot of good points being at the top. I was the show where Will Scooter
Heard about that.
Actually did go with gonna do what he's gonna do.
Okay.
But, like you get the feeling that like like there's like really something going on like just in these two rooms, but then like you show up and it's not like that. So that's how I learned like keep a culture like preserving culture like you can bring that with you anyway. And I think that's like always in mind with like being like the intent.
Right.
But yeah, I started out doing photography and video. So with that, I was also doing music videos too. I shot music videos for Bush Dawson, JPEG Mafia, my cousin Andrew, number 23.
That's your cousin. Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Might be against she's not from here, but I helped shoot a video for Disney Analog in New York. But like I definitely put that in my back to like, be able to like shoot videos like through that I was also through that I was also doing things through this group started by Dylan. He goes with Romancy now, but he used to go with
Diligence.
Yeah, Diligence.
Shout out to Diligence.
Shout out to FK Diligence.
Yeah.
The group was called Ramadan. And this was a group of
Llamas.
yes.
Remember them?
Yeah. There were a lot of great stuff like done from like 2015. So I was through that and like going through their shows and like, helping out with them. Eventually I was able to do my first DJ gig January 15th in the Blue Room. It was like between us and this house noise group called Alpha. And that was the first time so that was my first time DJing. And through that I also this feature. My first time helping out with feature was also I think April or May. No, it was May. And it wasn't too long after I moved into the Belfast. April 2016. Okay. So I helped out that. It was less doing all those things and like getting to know you, like, doing the work. And eventually I formed this group of this duo and Jenkins. He was also living in Belfast. Great. We was doing that because we were trying to mock these white boys who were like making noise music and like there's things I was talking about when I was like, when you go to Kalan, you also go to these other shows. Now, those are the shows I was saying, like shows that you have to go and tolerate these white boys, like put things together and like making noise and like all the countries like okay. But yeah, like so like my man's playing guitar and like this was like me I made things. We made a project in a day just to show like, yo, we can do this shit. We can do this shit better than you white boys. So we did. But then he had to move to Malaysia. So like I wasn't even thinking about music. But then some shit happened, which I'm going into, but needed to know now. And that made me realize Andre, good spot to actually start creating good shows for the niggas that need it. So September 10th, I curated my first show with my cousin Andrew. And that show went well. We like were trying to avoid getting caught by the police and all that. So like we couldn't like really disclose the location. So I started like calling the thing the whole place, TF with. Like anyone who's been around knows what the Belfast is. So we were just using that spot. We were just using that name. So I would throw shows like I understand why people get frustrated because like I would just throw shows like and I was trying to do it like bi-weekly, but I was having problems with that. Eventually, like my sister, Andrea, she like helped me get organized and stuff. Like learn how to space things out. So with time, I kept throwing shows up until my last show, which was December 2nd, which was with my man Sir EU, just in DC. And we called it Black Combination. It was my first DMV show, DMV rap show. Mm-hmm. So we did that, Butch was involved, my man Vicky was involved. So EU, some like DC rappers, Nappy Napper was involved. Mikey Nando, I believe his name was.
Oh, that's my man.
He was involved. Mm-hmm. And that was like we made enough money to pay. I was like, well, that is my bag. Oh, okay. So what you're telling me is that I can only fuck niggas. shows. Bet. And then 3 days later, we got the slates with the belt. Okay. And like everyone knows how that go. But then there was this crown, like, you know, the managers at the crown, they offered me the first Friday, so every month that crown. And so I started doing that. And I threw 5 shows probably should happen. Okay. So my friend Diamond Dixon, she don't figure out the name. We called it the name was originally 808 Sadness, which morphed into 808 Sadness. 808 show June 2nd, 2017. I mean,
I had to cut you off. I apologize.
Oh, good.
But this is how I know you give a fuck about what you do. It ain't too many people I know who remember the actual dates of every event they put together or any moment they put together. You know what I'm saying? So that was it. That was all. Thanks, Sean. I know you're paying attention.
That's I'm gonna leave some of this because I'm okay. But that show featured man Ghosting. It's like my brother at this point. Devo from Richmond, Prison Religion. Okay. Mikey Savage. He headlined that show. Okay. My sis name is Brain Fruit, but she went by Foxy Locks at the time. She DJ. House. Shoot, the flyer is up. So if anyone really want to find out, go to my 808 Instagram page. Look for the first one. Green. And they'll have the complete lineup. The names are escaping me. But yeah, it's there. I like that show. I'm proud of all my shows to a degree because like even when I have bad shows, like I'm really bad, like I'm really accurate with time too. But yeah, I was a start of 808 and it was consistent every month. Sometimes I would like take breaks to like do like side shows with either which were shows that we called the light rap, and we would great shows together. My man Metro Eve. Okay. Sometimes we take breaks and do like we call it back. But till COVID hit, we were able to do 31 808s for and I was gonna hit my 3-year anniversary. So it worked, man. Like, you know, there'll be more times and whatnot, but yeah, sure. I was like, but when I really got like, when I hit a groove was actually conveniently when October 2018 when I booked that show. It was Keith Charles, he DJ'd, someone else DJ'd. My man Kenta, he played. I'm sure Ghosty was on that show again. Like, Ghosty's my man. So, like, you know, like anytime he like do a show, but I know Miss Cam headlined that show. Tia Lee and Dewey Love. Funny thing about that story is that like I didn't even meet her. Like that night, like I texted her when she was ready, and she like they did the show, they left. But like that performance was great, and like everyone did a great job. And like that was like then like I don't know what happened. Like all of my shows, like I was able to catch the groove, timing and everything. Like all the shows just like well. So like that was when I like it was like I guess I feel like that was also when I started to like be known as a nigga who like curate shows at the Crown too. For sure. Like more people start recognizing me as a nigga that like DJs and book shows. My niggas start calling me BmoreAlien. Like, I wasn't even used to that until like it was late 2018 or early 2019.
I've seen your name a lot, bro.
Yeah.
But I never, of course, because I didn't know you, I couldn't like identify you with a face.
I try to be in the shadows, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not anymore though.
Hey, now I just embrace like I just have to like Before then, like I was also like dealing with like being homeless and like moving from like house I was like, I didn't have like this house until like after I moved on. So November like 2018 was one of the days like I didn't worry about shit. Like, from then it's like I was dealing with warehouses and shit. Like that was like that's the reason why I'm just like having like no peace. Because like just
It'd be tough.
Yeah, I was getting blamed for shit that I never even imagined doing. And like it's just like the fact that y'all think about this is like I hate every single thing. You know what I mean? Like you can't really like express that because all you do is keep that in your head and like you can't really talk to them because they don't understand the situation that you're in. So like it was just like, and on top of that, like my mom raised me to be a bitch. So like, everything like it was just like went against everything like like taught. So I just had to like I have high blood pressure, but like I'm good now because like I live on White Lock. I live over West now, so like I live in a better neighborhood. I'm able to interact with better people. I love my neighborhood, but like back then, like I feel like the shows, like even when I was living there, I was even necessarily looking forward to the show because I know I'd have to come back home to bullshit. But at least at the time, I was like getting better at DJing. I was still like with like the band I was doing, so I was still like using like all that anger as outlets, pushing shit.
Right.
But I'm glad I had like that time. But like I enjoyed the time. I was actually able to do it.
For sure. That's a lot. I think that it's heavy. It's real heavy because it's like, all right, that's an outlet that kind of temporarily takes you out of that space. But when it's all said and done, whenever the show ends, you gotta go back to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a challenge trying to even manage like keeping your spirits at a high frequency. And even curating events. Like I'm pretty sure like that can get very frustrating in the moment.
It was
Post when everything is done and shit like that. Shit, man, that's dope. But I mean, your testimony is yours. You know what I mean? That's a very interesting like story for real. You know what I'm saying? Like everything kind of like was just designed by it was just designed by God. You know what I mean? So I really want to get to how you started embracing like Baltimore artists and what made you want to kind of be a part of management and being very instrumental.
I can tell you a story.
Yeah.
Because I think about this story all the time. I would leave this artist's name unmentioned. There was a show at Pine Dreams. There was this artist, DMV, that got booked. And I booked him for a show. And I booked him. And he had a set. And I liked the set. And I told him, good set.
Okay.
Yo gave me the slickest set. I don't know how I feel. And in the back of my mind, that's always bothered me. You can tell me that you don't like it when people tell you that you had a performance, even when you had a performance. I realized, who would never do that? A Baltimore artist. That's where I realized there was definitely a difference between EMB artists and a Baltimore artist. I don't know no nigga from here that would ever.
That's the first thing I want to hear. Like, how I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because, like, I'm always trying to, like, even me as a DJ, I'm always not looking, but, like, you can tell when someone's been condescending to you when you say, well, my son's like, yo, I really fucking that set, yo. It's like, you really improved. It's like, yo, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, and, like, I get that, like, I mean, like, even one of my shows, like, 808, like, actually got really good DJ. And, like, like, that touches me, So, like, when I hear niggas saying, like, like, I don't know, it's like, so it's like, yo, like, what's the point? Like, I mean, because in my background, I was like, so why are you even doing this in the first place, man? Like, so it's like, so this is what it is to clout and like getting seen, but like, not actually doing like, being good at what you do. That's why, like, I love people like Zadi and Al Rogers and like, that takes like real pride in their like work, that like go in and out, like, you know what I mean? And like, but like I'm not even like downplay yo as a rapper because like no all hidden lyrics in the city, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Like all musicians. So like I would never like but like yo was a rapper, so it's like okay, you wanted them clout. I'm always gonna remember this for the rest of my life. Like more importantly, like I do have some love for like the DC and PG like brothers and sisters that I do have, but like those are like specific people. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So, like like this Baltimore shit. That is where I'm from. You know what I mean? Even though I'm like African, like this, I'm born. Like I had to live in Harvard County for like a few years. Like this is like my home. You know what I mean? So like I'm always I was always taught family first. You know what I mean? Like, what isn't your like given family? I mean, what is your immediate family? It's your chosen family. Like what is like the family outside of you, like construction. So, like all of I never lived in Nigeria, so like this is my home, my family as far as I know. So like I was always like, that just solidified that like the work that I have to do. Always gotta bring my niggas with me.
But that should, that being said, that's your natural foundation, like how you were raised anyway. Like, that's why, like, for me, like, I hate the disconnect that we have with Africans. You know what I mean? Because it to take it a thought further, it's like most of us are originally from Africa. You know what I'm saying? So the disconnect, and even like I don't know how you felt about Black Panther, but the shit really makes so much sense.
Oh no, I was on Killmonger, son. listen, bro. Like I honestly, like look up this thing called neocolonial, and you understand why there's such a big disconnect between African and African Americans. But honestly, like following Killmonger is like, you had every right to feel the way you did. Like, your father was doing the best he can to help out his family here, and like, you like, and Taka's like, like he felt like he did what he felt like he did, but he didn't have to do that to his own brother because, like, like there's a deeper understanding that comes when you realize, like, these are just not distant like brothers and sisters. Of course, it shouldn't take 22 years and like your like nephew being stabbed in the throat. You realize, oh, now I shot these people. Like, y'all shouldn't be already have that temperament to do that yourself. Like, like, and even like that movie is like, like I can never be the kind of like African that would ever like put down my own distant relatives and every Egypt to ever help out my own family. You know what I mean? So like, it's always like, like we all just distant cousins anyway. You know what I mean? It's just like now that I actually live here, like same way I see Jamaicans, because like niggas ain't African too. They you just know it. Like they just want Africans. Hey yo. So like I never really like and even when I was a little kid, like what I mean, like I was always in like gifted and talented classes, but I never ever felt like I was any better than like African Americans. I never felt that disconnect. Like if anything, I was like I envy them. You know what I mean? It's like I want to be like them. You know what I mean? Because like I was still green at this time. My parents were still awesome doing increase and shit. So like I was always like studying Bibles if I wasn't like doing homework. Hell nah. Like these are niggas I wanted to be like. That feeling never went away. Now it's just more like family thing. You know what I mean? So, but in terms of diaspora boys, it's just like I feel like we shouldn't be fighting. That's just how I feel. Like so, whenever I see shit on Twitter, it's like you have to watch it. Right? That's what I always like. You're like, shut the fuck up because these people. Like me, it's just like like I don't like to like. I try like to be like I come from a place of understanding when it comes to it because like I understand like like y'all like African Americans have dealt with shit worse, but they have handled it best. You know what I mean? Because like they're like aside from Marcus Garvey, like they were like literally everything. Like, even like from the grassroots, like movements, like everything that came from that for the most part here, not all these United States of America. So I feel like if anything, y'all always just like even like my hero was Malcolm X, like and Muhammad Ali. I read like both of their autobiographies when I was 12 years old. That like was like really gave me knowledge and sense. I like left my vision like post 9/11. Like, you know, like, cause like while everyone was being afraid of Muslims, it's like, what the fuck these niggas talking about? Then when I read about them, I was like, yo, why wouldn't I want to be? Why would I ever want to be? I want to be with like my brothers. You know what I mean? And I always saw them as master teachers. So like,
For sure.
some shit I had to hide from my parents because they were hardcore Catholics.
Ooh. I can't even imagine.
Don't.
But you know what? I think for me, like when I look at you, I really feel like that's what defines your importance. Not only just your knowledge of yourself, but just being well versed in every aspect of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know, you get into music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You seem to have a deeper understanding of what life is, and just the idea of having a purpose. You know what I mean? And that's important because especially from niggas from here, we don't have, all of us might not have the same type of background, you know what I'm saying, African parents and stuff like that. Like, I feel like, if anything, like, what I learned from my relationships with, you know, different Africans, and they have more so of an understanding, and they seem more so closer to God. Like, they seem just so more, like, more so grass rooted than just being from here. But of course, you're born here. It's more like a chaotic process of things that we have to endure. We sometimes don't even have the time to take the time to learn these other things. It's just like, all right, nigga, stay alive. And that's just pretty much it. That's really like the 1-2 step of a Baltimore native. It's just like, nigga, get home safe. You know what I mean? And that's,
once I started really like, you know, became like, yo, like I had it like you know, became like ingrained in depth in me. So like I feel like it gave me like more of like, you know, like I became so happy that at least I had what I had with my family growing up. Because if I can't understand something from my father, I can understand something from my mother. For sure. Like, you know, like I make this joke, like, you know, like, you know, niggas like know me for being feminine, yeah, because also my chromosome balance. But like, I don't see problems like being either or, but like, I had to understand, like, you know, just like, you know, being around my niggas, like, how important it was to that shit. Yeah, even when I like left, like, you know, Christianity, I still like had that ground in scripture. Now, nowadays, like, you know, even tapping back into like, you know, like Bible that like, I actually wanted like when you said something, it's like I feel like the closest that y'all you do have to that is Dragon Ball. Right. Yeah, because like it has a story of like, you know, the ancient saints, and then like, you know, how like they all got destroyed by Frieza, but then like they was still like, you know, still Goku. It was still his like, you know, then they still were able to like, tap into like the long power. I feel like we as like, you know, I feel like actually like Americans have that ability more so than everything else, because like yo, like even like, you know, with the transatlantic slave trade in the Caribbean at what is it? Yeah. Here we had hoodoo, something else, something yeah, but like, you know, like still like able to tap into that like, natural power that like even my ancestors like be able to like, you know, like, you know, destroy all weapons that come across our way. And like so like I always felt like, you know, like niggas didn't have the body, they had to drink the whole thing. Right.
but I mean, when you just explaining that, it instantly made me realize how synonymous that narrative is to African Americans and Africans alike. You know what I mean? Like, that shit makes so much sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucking crazy as shit. But I don't know. With with that being said, do you feel pressured as far as your peers is concerned? Because of course your peers are grown men and women that have to learn, like, they have to learn through their own experiences. But knowing what you know, do you feel like a heavy responsibility to kind of like be the teacher all the time, or do you just fall back until like they inquire?
Both.
Okay.
Because like there are times where I definitely feel like some people have to go through things before something, but at the same time, I never want somebody to go too far into something without me seeing what it's about. Because you never know what's gonna happen. You never know if you're even gonna talk to you. Like we both lost a friend earlier this year. Like, you know, and there's some things that you wish you could speak to them, even if it's like, thank you. So I think about shit all the time, like about how like, you know, it could be just like one little like piece of information that could save someone's life. So pressure, I just feel the responsibility of always having to do the right thing. And there's always that conscience in the back of my head, like, you know, when it's time to do the right thing, say the right thing. Even if it's like something like, you know, that I'll well, at least now I know.
Yeah.
Like, in addition to like, you know, having like, you know, like, you know, people I consider my, I have cousins in this thing too that like, I have to watch family obligation with them. I don't feel pressure because like I just treat it naturally, like nah, just like, you know, make sure that like,
I feel like, I mean, I feel like that's what you're supposed to do, though. You know what I'm saying?
and that's why I don't feel pressure because it's like, yeah, exactly, that's what you're supposed to do.
For sure.
I feel like the only time I get disappointed is when like I figure that people aren't doing it. But like even then, like you know, like you can't really worry about other people. You just gotta make sure you're doing the right thing. You're supposed to do.
So do you value, I guess, the responsibility of holding people accountable? And I'm asking this because you're a manager, like, but you manage artists, but it's sometimes managing artists is bigger than just managing the artist.
Yeah, oh,
You
yeah.
gotta manage more than that, their personalities, their mindsets, decision making,
And that's
all
why
of that shit.
That's why I have to be like. That's why I have to like grow up and like stop doing certain things and stop saying certain things and just like realize like you know the only way like some things will get across is if I'm yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. My parents, like everyone else's parents, like, you know, like not perfect. You know, I would like to think that like, you know, they try to like be like not be hypocrites. So like I try to carry that with me so that like, you know, I'm saying to somebody to do this, I won't necessarily use an example, I'll just say I like this and like this and know where I'm coming from because I'm coming from love. I don't always have to be some like condescending big boy that like look, man, I've ran into so many people who like try to do a good job, so like I like making fun of them as time goes by, but like, you know, like I feel like, you know, like people are only gonna like take your word for so much if you like are like, you know, even if you like use an example, if you know so like I always try to make sure that I'm coming from a genuine. You know what I mean?
When you're in the position of giving people advice, how do you convey the message? Like, is it how you speaking to me, or are you yelling at? Because sometimes I gotta yell at motherfuckers for them to understand. Like,
look,
that,
I told you earlier that like, you know, like I try my best never to let people on Nigerian side because that's when the yelling comes. That's when that's when like
if you ever, I don't even like the way, and that's the thing. That's what I had to kind of understand.
Yeah.
Like everything comes off aggressive.
Yo,
everything.
Yo, like even when I'm being nice, people think I'm being mean, and I'll be like, "You think this is? You think this is me being mean?"
Yeah,
he wants to see me. See, I can't. Like, I can't. No, I don't. I see. No, but I don't show that side off to people on purpose because I feel like I don't ever want to feel like I'm overreacting.
Yeah.
And I don't like, you know, if it's not necessary, it's not necessary. If you can like teach people a better way, because like that's the way I was raised, yes. But like I knew like, you know, like now I have an understanding of why I was raised that way. But at the time I was angry. I was like, no, not fucking this. But like, you know, like and like, you know, I would expect the same way from like someone if I was like trying to be like that to somebody else. So like I have to be as kind and as understanding as like transparent as possible. just because like I know like that's what I wanted as a teenager. And like niggas ain't teenagers no more, but like most of these niggas still young. So I still like have to like use them because I'm glad I have the ability. I'm just glad that I still have it. I don't like being mean to people. I really
That's that's wonderful. You know what I'm saying? With you being Nigerian and you saying that, that's very
but the ability is there.
Because sometimes I don't even be knowing like, damn, why you so mean? Who the fuck you?
Yeah,
Like type shit like so that was one of those things I had to kind of like understand. Like sometimes it's just like a cultural disconnect.
it really is. That's really all it is. And like I had to like learn that, like because like there's a Baltimore meanness, and I felt like like when I realized how am I doing it? I was like, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like so. What's going on? It's like no. How am I the asshole? Like no.
Right.
But then it was like, but like you said, gave me an understanding. I was like, okay, well then, meet niggas where they at, and that's great. I can do that. I can always meet niggas where they at. Cause like I said, like no one likes like and with me, I can take ratchet too. You know what I mean? Because like there's nothing nobody has said to me to my mom has not. My dad has not that. Like niggas can't hurt my feelings unless you're a Nigerian woman. That's it.
I was gonna ask you like, who holds you accountable when you fucking up?
Nowadays it's my sister Monty D.
Oh,
Shout out to Monty D.
okay.
She will let me know when I'm on my bullshit. She is about the only person I know who will actually tell me. But like in terms of like like and like like I will have my moments on Twitter where like I will like say something where I could have been nice. And like I will have sisters that will just let me know like hey like I understand that like please not like just remember that you don't understand like someone comes from. And like I'm like I will always hear them. Always evaluate. I know like even when I feel like I'm coming from a place right. Yeah, because like it doesn't matter. Especially when it comes to someone across. And I try never to be like I always try to find out how old someone is when I'm talking to somebody. I try not to like lash out at people like younger than 25. People don't like 25 don't deserve it. Especially for me. So mostly on Monty D. Sometimes I do call him to like see like hey, my burger right now. Sure, let me know. Like we still disagree, but like I still like take her advice. She always gives me the best advice. So definitely sisters and like mothers, like women, like
women, great.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not. Like, why not? I mean, I would like. There's some things I would, but like like some things it's like I already knew that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, and let me think. Me and my father were kind of the same when it comes to like reasoning. So like some things like I already know, like I tend not to go to them. Like I know that he would be a good resource. Like of course, like my inner circle of niggas. But I'm usually the one that like they come to. Like that's why like I usually try not to show you niggas your bottom. But actually, the best answer I guess is I pray every morning. That's my like my members of my family. I always like reevaluate like the day I had. Like I just ask them to give me deeper reason to understand. And just like I know I'm not perfect. I know like no one else is watching. My family is always watching. So and they like use the spirits into like signs. They always let me know it's time to like step back or it's time to sisters, brothers, family. I feel like those are the main sources of people.
It's fucking dope, bro. Fun stuff, man.
Manager.
Go. How was your transition to managing artists?
The joke here is that I've been managing the scene for 3 years. So when I started managing Chris Cassius, A6 Bricks, aka the Archangel employee of Over East, which I call him. I gave him that name. Me.
That's cool.
I thought I didn't know what to expect, but then like when I realized what I was gonna do, so like one point I was like, well, this is bullshit anyway. But like,
Sure. Why not?
Then I realized it's like I'm just like this is just for one person. Like this is easy. And you trust me with this. Let's fucking go. So like when I saw it, it was like, yo, this is actually fun. So like the first like assignment, I'm gonna speak like that. First assignment that we had was getting unnamed album which we gonna talk about. So we got this single for his project. Dropped on his birthday. And I was like, you know what, I can get this. And we started doing this on Bandcamp. Bandcamp was released. We started like tapping into more. As y'all know, you follow me. Mm-hmm. But after that, my man, we suggested putting out mixtapes. So it was really cool, like actually like going over the music with him, arranging, like seeing like what songs good, finding the progression from like draft, big song, feature, like and then like put it out, and then like anticipating. Like when I started doing that, I was like, yo, I can do this. You know what I mean? Like this is like easy. Then like when Yo like actually put it out, and then when he made someone bought his tape for $90, I realized, yeah, someone bought his tape for $90. It's only $6. But someone bought it for $90. But like someone bought it for $90, and it was like, yo, I manage. And so with that, like, you know, it's also like checking in on him, making sure he's cool. Checking in on him, like talking to other people for him. I gotta put more and like, you know, seeing who can do what. We just did a photo shoot. Okay. And there's a part of it, like, you know, just like, you know, me being big brother, checking in, making sure he's okay. Managing, that was cool. And I guess me, I'm gonna just be transparent. I guess I'm unofficial manager for this camp too.
Man, you a manager, goddamn.
Hey,
I don't know why she playing.
Look, that's my younger sister. I'm her older brother. Geminis, you know what I mean? So like, we are, yeah. And like, you know, like, and that was like, you know, it's like really convenient. Like, you know, like with that, I feel like she, like, with things I tell him, I don't have to tell her. She already sees it. So like, after he got, well, actually, he knew about the band camp. She like still had that like and people like fuck out like you do what you do. Like that's great with me because like you know that's how like you know like that's just evil uncle in me that wants to do that. I'm carrying a standing person. She don't have to be that person. So it's great like you know what I'm saying, but like I can also like give her advice and I can also see where she's coming from. Once again, we can like plan things out. Like with that I feel like the managing like really like you know came in with real like sort of like talking about like you know back when before COVID hit, we had this show with Bush Dawson. Bush Dawson and friends at Audible.
Remember that.
We had the show.
Wasn't at the show. So sidebar. I love what niggas is doing, right? But I'm kind of like a grumpy old man. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm reaching there. So
yeah.
Like, trust me.
I turned 34 this week. You feel me? And
Virgo. Hey, we all have the same planet. I think it's Mercury.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna have to talk about that. Okay, I want to really get in tune to that shit. And okay. My thing is like I would love to go to a Butcher Friend show, but I'm not about the mosh pitting and
look,
niggas bumping into me like, nah.
I call it mosh pits. I don't get it. Go to punk shows and shit. Like that was my age. I wake up other shit, so I understand. So and like I'll be like, hey, I was like, yeah, let's do it again. Yeah, well, you know, but, like,
yeah, like,
touch me, nigga.
Yeah, like I would instantly have an attitude as soon as I go in that motherfucker. I went to the Crown one time, bro. Last year, at the end of the year, one time, only because my little brother. Shout out to Swayze Collins for real.
Wait, is that your brother, bro?
That's not my real brother,
brother,
but that's like I used to I won't say I used to manage him, but when I was like really heavy, like doing my thing on rap and shit, I kind of try to use my momentum to kind of, hey, check out my little nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
As you should.
Right.
That you should.
Right.
People doing more nowadays. Yeah, greedy niggas. Go on.
Yeah. No bullshit though. Oh, I'm so glad you even mentioned that. I mean, it may not have nothing to do with the point I'm trying to make, but I'll get to that point. But I went there to check him out. Like, bro, like when I got in, it was wintertime. When I got in that bitch, I had my hood on. I had like some motherfucking some shades on. I try to be as incognito as I could. Fucking Cheyenne was like, yo, Ricky. I'm like, shit, yo. And then I seen Al, you know what I'm saying? Because Al performed at that same show. At the end of the year. It was, I think it was in either October, November. It was Swayze Collins, my homegirl, Penny Harder.
That was my show.
That was your shit? Yeah, because I saw Android, he was doing sounds and shit. That was my show. Oh, okay.
Hey, I appreciate every dollar that goes into it.
For sure,
the
bro.
fact that you showed up.
No, for sure. No, I had to. So I was. He told me like, I got you crown. All right. Then I saw my homegirl Benny. She promoted the same flyer. I'm gonna have to go to the fucking crown.
Yes, it was me.
That's dope. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? And that was a dope show. And I'm just like, all right, this particular show, Crown ain't that.
Understand whatever you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm just like that. Oh yeah, you feel me? You see me and Chris joke about that shit all the time. Like I was talking to fucking John Wells when I did the car show with him. This nigga said, yo, you was the only nigga with a verified check that was fucking with me. You was in high school, yo. We told all our friends. They was pumped. I'm like, nigga, this is what you think? I'm just a regular, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But my mission statement always been like, if you from the city and you dope, nigga, I'm gonna push you however I can. Like I would never charge nobody from Baltimore for a feature. And I was hot that day, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, yo, because at the end of the day, everybody not gonna make it. You feel me? Not even the nigga with the most momentum. They might not make it. You know what I'm saying? They could be a move away to just falling off. Or, you know what I mean, nobody giving a fuck about them. You feel what I'm saying? That could have been me, and I always had that like perspective in my mind, like, you know what? I gotta show love while I got the love. Because if I need anything, you feel me? I can hit a nigga up like, yo, I need this. And that's kind of like why I feel like I've been pretty successful in like what I'm creating now and like what I'm doing now, because even when like that, like I hit Butch. I don't even think Card Switch was like, it ain't like Black Star kind of shifted, like he kind of set the tone. You feel what I'm saying? Naturally. But before the Black Star shit, like I hit Soda up, I hit Butch up. I ain't had no issues with the communication, nothing. So that gave me, and shout out to Al Rogers because, you know, he kicked that shit off. And that shit just came from a random idea when I did a Liquor with Friends interview with Al. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, bro, I think really dope. Like, you just perform one of these, you know what I'm saying? Performing. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
it definitely elevated it.
Yeah, bro. And that was gonna be my idea was for the performance to be everybody I interviewed would perform at the end, some talk soup type shit. You know what I mean? Like I pay attention to the white motherfuckers a little bit, but I don't give a fuck because they use our culture to build their shit. Like I mean, shout out to Jimmy Fallon and for having like cocaine. But he got the roots on that bitch. You feel me? You know what I mean? He put on for hip hop. You feel me? Like whatever is worth, whatever the agenda is. If it's not really genuine,
we do know it's an agenda.
It's always an agenda, for sure. It's always an agenda. You leaving?
Try not to.
No, you good. Say what you said. 8 more. 8 more. Oh shit, we got 8 more. Okay, 8 more minutes. Yo, cause podcasts be lasting like 2-3 hours, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, we got 8 more minutes. I ain't know. I forgot because Cheyenne has another segment with Alana and so tune into that. You feel me? Tune into that because we are a part of a motherfucking festival. You feel me?
At a separate location.
Oh, we have a separate location. Oh shit. Oh. And 8 more minutes, bro, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're gonna be going to 8 more minutes. Shit, man.
Okay, so what can we cover in 8 minutes?
What can we? All right, so yeah, bro. Look, I love what you doing, bro. Like, nigga, we gonna fucking we gonna put together some wonderful some historical shit once the world kind of sort of open back up more.
I already know, man. I already like keep tabs on the side people. No matter what, it's gonna work. For sure. That's like, what's the point of? You know what I mean? Like, what is the point of collaborating and meeting all these people? We ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, all you have is friends, women, and respectively. So if you're not amused, if you're not collaborating, what's the
point? We all from the same.
Exactly.
The point. And I don't know what your purpose is, and I'll ask you, but I'm gonna tell you, my purpose is to build market. Market is it's no. I mean, Beyonce is great.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But why can't one of our own do something at M&T Bank Stadium or Rams Head or anywhere and garner some type of revenue stream, and then boom, if you're creating some shit, something big, you got a revenue stream to create something else, and then that shit domino effect to something else and something big. That's the whole purpose for the Liquid Friends, aside from highlighting niggas that's here. Because my thing is, all right, you fuck with this artist, because I got normal fucking people that follow me. Not everybody that follow me are artists.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I have a fucking, YTK or Push Dawson in that motherfucker, or niggas know Black Star was. Shout out to Black Star because everything, yo.
He is actually the last of the 3 shots out there. Solid member of Black Star. Out to Black Star. Shout out to Mia too. I'll actually credit Invisible Majority, the combination of Mia and Jamal Black Star. Putting me I'm an unofficial Invisible Majority. I'm a nephew to their kids, so shout out to the little ones.
Yeah. I mean, I told every artist that reach out to me, and it's been crazy, bro. People been actually reaching out. So that's the pressure for me because I'm building. I keep trying to remind people this is an unbiased platform, meaning you can have 0, 1, 5,000, 500 followers. I don't give a fuck. Are you dope? All right, come through. Check the link in his bio. You're dope artists, and they just keep the option to support who they want to support, and that's just my goal for real. So, with that being said, and we can end on this. What is your end game for? We know what it is as far as the artists you manage. We know what the purpose is. But what is your end game for the Baltimore art scene?
But man, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best. It's not even it's niggas, yo. And we the best. Point blank period, yo. And niggas need to know that. You know what I mean? Niggas can ignore that all they want. But niggas know, because I've been in Virginia, I've been in DC, I've been in New York, I've been in Philly. And it's always the Baltimore nigga. It's always rocking out. And if it ain't anyone else, it's me. That's always anyone. So it's no secret how people can act like we're not good, but they know deep. People be insecure. The opposite. So but people can only push away for so long. Reach out here to earth, slick out here to earth. Shout out to Allen, because we're gonna get ours. You know what I mean, regardless. But if I can be forced to help people get closer to the higher land, then I will be that person. If I'm not needed, great. Bow out with happy. But as long as I have my platform, as long as people make sure that we get to that spot. I mean, So, it's the same as yours, man.
For sure. Always to mention, you know what it is, bro. Like, you know what it is, yo. It's like the same conversation we had the last time we was rapping for real. That's it. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. Liquor with Friends, BmoreAlien, Ricky Jacobs, Breakout Fest. Shout out to Cheyenne Zadia.
Love you, Cheyenne.
Love you. Yeah, thank you for this platform.
Shout out to Chris Cash and shout out to, oh wait, it's done.
It's done on Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Shout out to Chris Cash, shout out to Cam, shout out to Lloyd, shout out to Tariq, shout out to Infinity Nine, shout out to Randy with the nine, shout out to everyone, yo. Shout out to Maddie, shout out to the Holy Quran, shout out to
that nigga, wow. Yo. Shout out to Quran.
Yo, besides Chris, that's my favorite Emo rapper. Real shit.
Oh man.
Real shit.
Tay my favorite, but
hey, shout out to Tate too, because that's family too.
Yes,
shout out to D Dave, shout out to Mikey Savage.
Rest in peace, David, D Dave and Mikey Savage, y'all.
Love you all, man. We love you both. Y'all still with us.
For sure.
As a bunch so below, we really so big. 2 old order in this bitch.
Sir.
I'm out. Thank you.
Thank y'all.